everywhere, GBS. A very warm welcome to Women's View. We are always so glad to have your company. My name is Lillian, I'm the host, and I am with the co-host, Anne, and we've got a wonderful guest. We'll be introducing her in a few minutes, but don't forget to join the conversation on GBS TV Africa on all platforms, and thank you so much for watching. Anne, how are you?
I'm very well, Lillian. So happy to be with you once more.
Yeah.
This is March, so happy new month.
Happy new month.
Early. Happy new month.
Yeah.
And March is the month where we celebrate International Women's Day.
Yeah.
So it's our month.
It's our month.
You know, Feb was
Viva.
also Feb was love, which is also women's. So
yeah.
Now it's still our month. Our month alone without men.
Without men, yeah.
So yeah, I like March.
Yeah. Karibu sana, Kelma.
Thank you for having me.
Guys, this is Kelma Shiko. She's an artist, and she's going to be telling us more about her work. Today we are celebrating women in the entertainment industry. Karibu.
Thank you very much.
Tell us a bit about yourself.
My name is Kelma Shiko, and I am a musician, actress, mother to a very gorgeous little girl, and a woman.
Wow.
So it's your month.
It's my month to celebrate.
It's your month. Yeah. Wow. Thank you so much for joining us. How old is your daughter?
She's 8, turning 9.
What?
Yeah.
You look so fabulous. It's almost unbelievable.
Thank you. Thank you.
You actually wouldn't think. Well, anyway, it's possible to look fabulous even when you have children.
Yeah.
It's a stereotype that it's not possible.
Yeah.
So yeah, happy. I'm sure as she's watching you, she's also quite excited.
Of course.
Because she's like, Mom, my mom is on TV.
Yeah.
Although she's used to seeing you because, you know, you've got a lot of videos out there.
Yeah. And she also has appeared on some of her videos.
Yes, she has.
Wow.
Mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I always take her along to work with me when she's off school because I want her to see what Mama does. I want her to experience that, and also it brings us together and we bond more because she gets to understand me more, and she loves what I do. So she's my biggest cheerleader.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How did your journey begin in
music?
Yeah.
Well, I started singing in church. I used to be a Sunday school teacher. Please God forgive me. I don't know what happened. But
Why?
Why should I forgive you for that? It is a good thing.
Maybe she's about to do a big reveal.
God is happy with you.
Yeah, so I used to sing in church, and and then in school as well, in high school, I started doing all this competition. There was this Pure Oxygen Jam, and then my mom was like my acting manager, so I'm like, Mom, you're my manager. Yeah, so she picked it up and she supported me. So that was one of the biggest thing I would always thank her for. She's late, by the way, and that's the song Mama that I did. The latest release is dedicated to her and all the mothers.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, may she rest in peace.
Yeah.
And nevertheless, a big up to her.
Yes.
Number one, for being your manager, because a lot of times when our children are getting into music, you do find that there's a bit of conflict between the parents and the child, mostly because the parents want the child to go into something more academic.
Yeah.
Did you have that tension, or for you?
I did. We did in the beginning, but then when she got to understand me and she saw the passion in me, she's like, if I don't support her now, then nobody else will. And she supported me. I recorded my first song when I was 16. And I did this competition, the Pure Oxygen Jam competition at the Carnival then. And qualified for the top 10 student musicians, upcoming musicians. Well, it was a competition. So at least out of all the people, all the schools, all those people that auditioned for that, I managed to be amongst the top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and she was so happy. She's like, okay, relax. That's
My
good,
baby.
that's good.
Wow.
And she would warn everybody, hey, don't
make moves.
Don't even try. Don't even try.
So you're a mama's girl.
Yes.
Wow, so many women are daddy's girls. It's a bit rare to find a woman who was a mama's girl.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Yeah. And it's good because a lot of time it's portrayed that there's a lot of tension and a lot of bad vibes between moms and daughters, especially when they're teenagers. Because by the way, when you grow up and you're a bit older, that relationship changes.
Yeah.
But for you, it actually was a good relationship even during that period.
Yeah.
Which is quite exceptional.
I was a daddy's girl at some point when I was growing up.
Okay.
But then it's just changed. I think it's when you become a teenager and you start asking your mom questions about being an adult or a teenager.
Yeah.
And you want to get to know more about yourself, so you become more close to your mom.
Yeah.
That's right.
And that's what happened to me.
So you got the best of both worlds.
Yes.
What was your childhood like?
It was more of, how will I say it? It wasn't, I grew up in a Christian home. I grew up in a Christian home.
Which,
so
to me, that sounds like strict.
very.
And then you see, I can see that you're beautiful. By the way, you're so beautiful, Kama. And it comes out in your videos. And even in person, you're even more beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
So,
Thank you.
you know, that is good for all of us here. But I can imagine your dad. He's like, if he sees any dude at the
Whoa,
gate.
let me give you a story.
Yes.
There was this guy, his name was Dennis. He was 13 and I was 13. So,
Hi, Dennis.
So he came home and he came with a letter. And it was, I think it was my 13th birthday. So when he knocked at the door, my dad and little brother came out of the door and he was like, hey, young man, how can I help you? He goes like, is Shika home?
Want to hear.
Is Shika home? He said, no, she's not. So how can I help you? And then he goes like, he was very confident. This is what my dad said. I have a letter for her. Could you please give it to her? And then he asked him, so who are you to her? And then he goes like, I'm just a friend, but I really, really like her.
Oh.
He was honest. So everybody was laughing, like my brother and my dad, they started laughing and they went back. So when I came back, I was coming back from school or something, or a tournament. I used to play basketball. Okay. When I came back home and they were all looking at me in a very fishy way, like they already gone through the letter, they read it.
Oh my, they read the letter. This is Africa. How annoying. The job I even have given you to be just allowed or something. So they know the contents of the letter, and here you are, unaware.
I don't know what the hell is going on. So this is what, so he sat me down, he goes like, there was a young man who came to the house and he was looking for you. And he was very, very confident. That's a very confident young man. He gave me a letter. I'm like, okay. I'm like, his name is Dennis. And they were like, yeah. And then they're like, okay. I said, where is it? Where is it? Then they gave it to me. And I went to my room and I read the letter. And it said how much he really liked me and loved me and all that stuff. So from that time henceforth, they all started making fun of me that, ooh, somebody's got a boyfriend. Like, Dennis is your boyfriend. Like, but then they know definitely there's nothing I can do. Yeah.
Did your dad tell you, like, don't ever, or he just let you be?
He just let me be.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing because her parents seem to have just allowed her to grow into who she is.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's very actually encouraging. Even the whole environment, I can almost imagine the environment in your house around that time, and probably the memories that it has created up to date. Dennis's letter, you know, it's
that
such a
was
nice
something I will never forget.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm talking about it
And
today.
he never react.
No,
really.
not at all. But he just warned me like, hey,
yeah, be careful.
Be careful. Don't try some things. No kissing, no all those stuff. No hugging.
And you know what? That brings us to the next thing, Mama.
Yeah.
Because you married early. You married at 21. How did your parents take that? Because, you know, here they are, they brought you up in a Christian family. They've allowed you to do music, not just music, but music at carnival. You know, some of us, carnival, you know, we were not allowed.
Yes,
not,
full stop.
No-go zone.
Yeah.
So how did they take to the news when you announced that, you know, guys, guess what? I'm getting married.
Well, at that particular time, I didn't tell my dad, I told my mom, because at that time they had separated. So I had to definitely be with my mom.
Okay.
You know, so what I would say is, were
they happy to receive the news, or did they prefer that you delayed?
It was not like I had a baby fast. I got pregnant fast.
Okay, all right.
And then the marriage came after.
And that probably made it easier.
Yeah.
Because they sort of wanted you to actually then get into marriage.
Of course, once you have a baby, hey, you're gonna marry her.
I know. You know how it goes.
You have to. And then.
All right.
Oh, that's really. I find you to be a very daring person, also.
I am.
You are. Oh, I love that. Are you an extrovert?
Yes, I can be an introvert as well.
Oh.
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the most daring thing you've ever done in your life?
Wow. I didn't see that coming.
That you can talk about, of course.
Daring.
Yeah.
The one that shocked your parents, and it's probably you received a lot of don't do this.
Or even shocked you. Maybe going against the current.
Yeah.
Like people are thinking you're going east, but then here is Chico going west.
Yeah.
So you can think about it.
I'm trying to think of. I don't think I have any.
As you think about it, because it will come to you.
Yeah.
You know, you are a Kenyan.
Yeah.
You're a Nigerian artist, but you're Kenyan.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, I thought you would have said that moving to Nigeria was one of the craziest things you did. No? Okay, so
it's not.
It's not.
Yeah.
But how was that? How was that move from Kenya to Nigeria? Because you've been there for 10 years.
This would have been my 10th year. I moved back 2 years ago, so maybe let's say 8 years.
8 years in Nigeria.
So we moved there. It was me and my ex-husband. Like we moved to Nigeria, started our business. I used to own a restaurant. So, and also I had a baby, so he had to work. So we kind of moved there because he also has family there. So that's one of the reasons as to why we had to move to Nigeria, because of his work and my work as well.
Yeah.
But I was still doing music.
Oh, you were still doing music.
Yeah.
How was the music scene in Nigeria? Was it friendly? Was it rough?
It was rough in the beginning because, hey, here I am. They look at me like, which country are you from? I said, Kenya. Where is Kenya? I'm like,
are you serious?
They actually don't know
Nigeria.
No, and the way we know Nigerians.
No, definitely. At that time, it was
a while back.
It was a while back. So there were not many Kenyans would travel there. Not many.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I'm talking on my own behalf because I only met like a few Kenyans like 3 years later. That's when I was being introduced to the embassy and met my fellow Kenyans who live there, married there, and work there.
Okay.
Yeah. So, come again? What was the question again? You see, I
know.
How was it?
We're trying to figure out what the most daring thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you've taken me back there.
We thought it would have been relocating.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It wasn't for me. For me, it was fun. You know, I'm like, hey, I was young. Exciting.
Happy to move to a new country.
Yeah, learn about the culture.
Shocks. Yeah, some culture shocks. And I'm so, first of all, she's very daring. You're right about her because, you know, moving from Kenya to Nigeria to run a restaurant, that is very daring.
Yeah.
Because Kenyan food is considered bland by a lot of African countries.
Yeah.
So how did you even know how to cook Nigerian food?
No, I had a chef to do that.
Ah, okay. So you got.
But now I know how to cook a couple of dishes like egusi and pounded yam. That's and semolina. That's one of the dishes that I like. Nigerian dishes. Then definitely jollof rice. And
Jollof rice.
Yeah, it's nice. That one I can cook. But the rest. And my restaurant, we used to do like fast food. So we used to make lots of burgers and
Those continental.
pizzas.
That's it. I know, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easy to work with.
Yeah. So you go to Nigeria. What made you come back? How was that season of your life like?
To relocate back?
Yeah.
Back to Kenya.
I separated with my ex-husband. Well, that's one of the reasons. And there's no way I can be left running a business by myself if he's not there.
You know, that was the main reason you went.
Yeah.
In the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to come back. I'm like, okay, let me just go back home and figure out what I'm going to do and focus maybe on my music. I still have my other things that I'm doing.
Yeah.
I sell makeup. Yeah. I have sell sunglasses.
Those sunglasses they are working.
Yeah.
They look
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. So you came back to Kenya and just you started doing business.
I continued doing business.
Continued, yeah.
Yeah.
So there might be somebody who is watching us and they're going through a separation. I know that's a very hard thing to go through. How was it for you, and how did you handle it?
Well, it was tough in the beginning.
Yeah.
It was because my girl was already a bit grown. She knows her dad. She misses her dad. Like she used to play with the dad. Yeah. So coming back to start all over from having a family and no family, it was a bit tough on her, and for me too. Yeah. So because I had to act like the mother and the father at the same time, but I also thank God, like my brother, big up to him. One love. Yeah, he really makes it better for her. Okay. Like he acts like the dad, although he's not the father. Yeah. But he's like, if she needs anything that my daughter needs, I will tell him, please go and ask him, because I don't know. If I don't know something, I'm like, I can't do that. Please try and ask him, and then he would do it. So.
Oh, big up to you.
Yeah.
And big up to him as well. Yeah.
Big up to him.
So, and what do you think in your view, what do you think would be the toughest thing about going to a new country? You're an artist, and you have to start from scratch.
And there's the language barrier in that
language.
Oh my God.
That's why I'm wondering. The most daring thing that she has done is not moving to Nigeria. Is not opening a business there. Is not separating from the husband. He's not coming back home.
Wow.
So I'm really wondering. What? You've done a lot of things.
You look like you've gone full circle.
I have done a lot. A lot.
Yeah, and you managed to come out looking flawless.
Looking fabulous.
Girl, behind the sunglasses and the makeup.
There's a story.
And you know what? Makeup is also a good area that you ventured into.
Yeah.
And I find that a lot of times, it's easier for women with lighter skin when it comes to makeup, especially foundation.
Yeah.
Do you have foundation for darker skinned women? Because I don't like the way they struggle with a lighter shade, yet they're so beautiful.
Yeah.
Or are your products more for the light-looking lady?
I have neutral.
You have neutral?
Yeah.
There's neutral foundation?
No, there is. Like I'm neutral. You can have. I have varieties. I have for
you
all
have the
shades.
full range.
You have the full range.
What's the name of your makeup? Do you have a makeup line?
I don't have a
or
makeup
you're a
line.
dealer? You're a
dealer.
cosmetics dealer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a very good area for
L'Oreal.
Yeah.
Mostly eyeshadows.
Okay.
Mascaras, like waterproof mascaras, nail polish by Essie and L'Oreal as well. Mostly is L'Oreal, but very soon I'm going to come up with my own brand. Oh yes,
girl. The earring thing.
We got your back.
Yeah. This woman who is such a showstopper.
I know.
I'm so impressed. And at a very young age, because she's in her early 30s.
Yeah.
So, I'm thinking, we're talking here, we're celebrating women in the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
And women in the entertainment industry are getting more, they're more and more. And you've been there for a long time, because if you won your first sort of big thing when you were 16, you've been in the industry for, quite a
minute.
For a minute. Yeah. What do you feel, how do you feel the industry is for women compared to men? Is it the same? Is it harder?
I think it's not the same. It can never be the same because, wow, it's very tough for us ladies in the music industry because it's a male-dominating world, I would say. Because if you look at in Kenya, for example, you can count how many female artists we've got.
Yeah.
If you count the number of male that are top headlining, they're way more than the female.
Yeah.
You understand? So for me, I have my own experiences. I don't know about other. I'm going to speak about myself. It is tough for a woman to be in this industry.
What are some of the things that you would say need to be improved, especially in the Kenyan music industry?
Improved. I would say like
let's talk about producers for starters.
Producers.
Yeah.
How come there are such few female producers? Do you know the female producers in Kenya?
I have never met one.
I know one. I only know one.
I have never met one.
We need to look up with her, you know, and I think we need to bring her to the show because this is the second time I'm talking about her. I spoke about her in 2019, and up to now, I thought being in the industry, you would be able to pop up names. Is it the same in Nigeria? Are there more female producers there?
No producer. Well, I haven't met any female producers. I've worked with most of the top male producers. That have the person who produced for me, Mama, is he's one of very good producers in Nigeria.
Okay.
Because his name is Benny Macaulay.
Okay.
And I've worked with producers who produced for Wizkid, Davido, Tiwa Savage, all of them. Like,
no wonder the quality of your music is so global. It's really good, and it's music that can be played anywhere in the world.
Yes.
Yeah. So
it's an African. What do I call it? African sound. Sounds from Africa. I like to merge everything up together. Like, get some sounds from Nigeria. Like, get some sounds from Kenya and South Africa, merge everything together and come up with something.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually South Africa features a lot in your Mama video.
Yeah.
You were in Joburg, you shot it in Joburg a couple of...
I didn't shoot it in Joburg. I shot it in Diani.
Oh, shot it in Diani?
Yeah.
Oh, there was something about Johannesburg that features in the story of Mama.
Oh, I work with producers from there.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
So you're actually an international brand.
International brand.
And I like that because you know what, the world is a global village and it's okay to use whatever opportunities that are available because you know you can. How is your music? How do Kenyans respond to your music? Is it the same way as Nigerians? Because sometimes you find like Kenyans, we love Tanzania music a lot.
Yeah. We also love Afrobeats from Nigeria.
We do.
Yeah. Well, for me it's different. I would say the music from, I would speak for myself, like the music that would be played here is the way they take me from the other side is different from the way the Kenyans would take my music here. And the way they would take it in the South is different because people have different, the way I sound here is like maybe a normal, like, oh, we're used to that sound. Or when you go down to the South, the Swahili part of me singing, they'll be like, whoa, we like, this is really dope, this is really cool, we like it, and they'll be playing it. You know, in Nigeria, it's the same thing.
Okay.
So
how many audiences have you had in terms of countries in Africa? You've performed in Nigeria. You've definitely performed in Kenya.
Do you perform? By the way?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yes, I do.
You know, there are people who sing, but then there are people who sing and don't perform. So you're actually both.
Yeah,
wow,
I perform.
Awesome.
I perform. I performed in Nigeria in at the Celebration is one of the biggest concerts. It was the place that we performed was where Celebration. You know Fela Kuti?
Yes.
Fela Kuti. Fela Kuti he built that dome for musicians. So I performed there.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
At least I became famous, a little famous in Nigeria.
Wow.
You know. And then I have done Uganda. I recently performed at the Kikwetu Festival here in Kenya.
Yes.
And Thrift Social as well. I performed Mama. and many more coming. So many more to come.
Which was your best audience, and why did you like them so much?
My best audience was in Kenya.
Okay.
Wow.
Recently at the Kikwetu Festival.
Yeah.
It was nice.
What did you like most about us?
I had missed home. Like, hey, it's been a while since I performed, and it's like I've just come back home. People are not used to seeing me. They don't know my music.
Yeah.
Maybe only a few people would know, but now I'm trying to push it out there.
Yeah.
So for me to just be on stage and have my dancers with me, it was just the best.
Wow.
Yeah. I really, really enjoyed that performance.
Oh, I really empathize with you. Just, like, I feel like it's me now on that stage, coming home.
You know how it feels to be on stage. I think it's very, okay, I'm not a musician, but I can imagine that for the two of you, being on stage and seeing people like loving what you've created, I think it's a super high moment.
It's a super high, isn't
I think
it?
so. Especially when people are loving you.
And they're clapping and screaming. I'm like, okay, that means I'm on the right track.
Yeah, it's you go, girl. You go, girl.
Thank you.
So, what do you dream of? You know, what do you dream of achieving in Kenya? Yeah.
In Kenya, in terms of my music.
In terms of your music.
I want to represent my country to the world. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do.
Yes, I will. You definitely will.
Because right now I'm 100% focused on my music. Before I would take breaks because of the restaurant and all that.
You're sort of splitting your time between the business and but now you're still doing business, but is it online business?
Yeah.
So that means you have more free time to work on your music.
Yeah, and also like mostly it's online actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you working on an album or a new single soon, or what's in the kitchen cooking?
I'm working on my EP. Well, I've already finished working on it. Now I'm working on my album.
Okay.
So we're just planning how and when we're going to do the launch for my EP. It consists of 5 tracks in it.
Oh.
And I'm still trying to look for the name of that EP. I told my friend yesterday, we were looking, I'm like, I saw some place written Made in Kenya. And then I looked and I said, should we call my EP Made in Kenya? And then he goes like, that's not a bad one.
Yeah, it's not a bad one.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm still coming up with a name.
So you're still thinking about it.
I'm still thinking, but I like that Made in Kenya. Because I'm made in Kenya.
You are.
And
Kenya to the world.
Yeah.
To the world, you know.
The magical Kenya to the world.
Wow. You know what another thing I see when I look at you is just someone who also represents Kenya from a tourism angle.
Yeah.
Like the wildlife, the landscapes, the people, the cultures, the different cultures.
The beaches.
The beaches.
You shot in Diani, and here you know.
I think it was Joburg.
It is really nice. I like shooting my music videos in Kenya to promote my country.
Yeah.
So that when I go out there and people ask me, where did you shoot this? I'm like, in Kenya. Whoa, you've got really nice beaches and wow, it's beautiful. Can we come? Then go ahead. Yeah. I would get phone calls like, we're coming to Kenya, take us to Mombasa. I'm like, I've got connections. I'll get you to a traveling agent and then they will hook you up with that. And I've got
we have such a big country.
Yeah, we do.
We need to show it out more. People need to come and visit more.
Yes.
And you know, another thing is that back to the relation. Now that you're free, are you seeing someone? Is there someone in the picture? Or
did you hear what you just said? Is there someone in the picture?
Or should Kenyan men? I mean, you're beautiful. Should Kenyan men like start calling you when going to your Instagram?
Yeah. Can we open up your DMs to interested parties?
No comment.
Don't do that to us.
No comment.
And on that note, maybe we should take a break.
Yeah, we should take a break.
So please, okay, no comment. So do not do anything about that information. Nothing. Do not slide into the DM. We'll be right back.
This is Chungu cha Jamii. It's our world, our country, our society and community. We talk about marriage, we talk about finances, we talk about parenting, we talk about the boy child, the girl child, we talk about mothers-in-law, we talk about the prisons, we talk about schools, everything that concerns you in the society. We're going to be discussing about resisting peer pressure. We want to talk about why do young people go against authority. I am going to be discussing with you COVID-19 lessons. Today we are talking about molding character in children. We offer solutions. We bring in experts, we bring in psychologists to tell us more on how to handle our problems.
When COVID happened in March, there was a lot of information on what to do.
Come to this place at Chungu cha Jamii on the round pot, have some soup, and talk about the issues in our community.
The parent, the child, and the teacher must work together in order to inform that child.
It doesn't matter how far you've gone, even if you feel like it's too late.
Check the child's behavior. If just something slight changes, don't ignore it.
We are meant to live in peace. Get to understand yourself. Get to understand your thoughts.
Thank you, viewer. I am glad that many of you have been watching and sending in your comments.
Music right here on your #1 TV station, GBS TV. My good name is Hyper the Experience. You can call me Moja Safu. Ukumazel, the best TV ever. Lafu Shoni Gani, Eko Mziki, SMS line 21144.
Tunakuchezea zile ngoma mpya zenye zimekuwa zikitokea hii wiki.
Anytime ulizia vila God nikulia na wakinikeuzia. I know you got me, girl. Yeah, you got me, girl.
Ati wanauliza gospel imedu bisa CMC we have to do. So Bible now we hand, so we physically, spiritually, lyrically, mentally.
Leo manze tuko na wasanii wa daily ndani ya nyumba. Tuko na muziki kali, tuko na countdown kali. Yaani kila kitu leo iko fresh. Chukua sharubati, ni juice hapo, weka nguju ya meza.
Triple. Tumia mtu salamu pale mali unakulanga chapo dogo.
Nani mimi? Walifunga.
Everywhere, GBS.
Welcome back, everybody. That's us, Women's View. My name is Lillian. I'm with Anne and Kelma Shiko. She's telling us about her music.
Yes.
And so which primary school and high school did you go to, by the way?
Do I really have to answer that? Of course, I will. I went to Uthiru Genesis School, and high school I went to Komatai Girls High School.
Hey, give them a shout out.
Come on! Genesis, yeah!
Wow. And I'm sure you used to do like drama festivals and everything there.
I used to sing a lot.
And campus college, how was that for you?
I didn't go to college. I just focused more on my music.
Okay.
And family.
Or in family.
Yeah.
Was that out of choice or out of circumstance?
Out of choice.
Oh.
Because I started working when I was really young. I started doing my modeling. I used to be a model, commercial model. So at some point, I used to pay my own school fees.
Wow. Why?
Why that? Because of I used to make money. Like I did a Coca-Cola advert, and
I know your parents.
And that my mom was like,
you got to pay.
yeah, mom was like, I actually am the one who requested, since I don't want you to disturb you, can I pay for my school fees? And she said, yeah.
Wow.
And she was so happy. She used to tell everybody, "Can you imagine she paid for her school fees this time?"
Oh, wow.
That's such a responsible thing to do.
Yeah, very responsible. And also very mature and very like ready for the world.
Yes.
In terms of being able to manage your money. And by managing, I mean using it in a way except spending.
Yeah.
Because most of the times all you do is spend it.
Yeah, on small personal things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, no child would be willing to even volunteer to help out the parents.
Yeah.
Yet a lot of times, our parents do struggle to put us all through school. So I'm sure that your parents were very happy.
Yeah, of course,
when
especially
you
my mom.
And they took it up. And I think it also helps you to appreciate, just what they do for you. You know, because they are sacrificing for you. Because they work.
Yeah.
They also want to buy their stuff.
Exactly.
But they're like, my girl, Kelma needs to do this. So you didn't go to college for your music. So basically, this is natural talent.
Yeah.
Do you play any instrument?
Not at all.
Not at all. So your instrument is your voice.
But I can write.
Yeah. So you write your songs.
Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome. And speaking of writing, this song that you did called Mama.
Yes.
Sing it for us a bit, first of all.
Oh, which one is the camera?
That's the camera too. Yeah.
Mama kaniambia nenda ukaimbe, ukaimbe, ukaimbe. Tenda mema mwanangu, sisahau, sisahau, sisahau.
Hey, the voice. She didn't even clear her throat.
She did. Hey. She was ready on the get-go. Immediately.
She was born ready.
Born ready.
She woke up like this. Wow. Okay. Tell us about that song.
Yeah. Well, the song is really, really, really personal to me because it was a song dedicated to my mom, my late mother. We used to everybody calls her baby. That was her nickname, but her name was Winnie. But everybody calls her baby because she grew up being called baby. Wow. So when she passed, I was at it was the worst time of my life. So as time grew, as time passed by, I had lots of healing. I had to go through a lot of healing and trying to just understand life without her, how I would live. And also I've got a little baby to take care of, So I had to come up with something. I'm like, okay, let me just go to the studio and just dedicate a song to this lovely, beautiful lady. Yeah. So I went to the studio and I just had the beat. That was in Lagos. And I told my producer, play that beat. That one. It was like, okay. And then I started. Mama kaniambia na 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 na. I got the melody first.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, there was a lot of reflections of my mom. So the things she used to tell me, the things when you're growing up, you learn a lot from your parents, right?
Yeah.
So the things she used to advise me on, now they started making sense now that she's not around. So I decided to dedicate the song to her. Yeah. And I did the song, and look at where it is right now. I'm trying to promote it now.
Yeah.
And
it's a beautiful
You just released it, actually. I think it's a week old.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gotten lots and lots of views on YouTube.
Yes.
And I know that it's going to be a video that a lot of people will relate to.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are very proud of their moms, especially just the way that mothers tend to really sacrifice for their children.
Yeah.
And a lot of the people who have also lost their moms will be able to relate, because that's a very difficult journey to be
for
on.
both, whether you've lost or you're still with her. Do you still have? She's always going to be your mother. Even your mother will always be your mom.
Always be my mom.
So the things that now, imagine, like what I'm singing about is what I'm sure she used to tell you as well.
Yeah.
So
and also what you tell your daughter.
What I tell my
son.
child. Yeah. Oh, yes, my children. Oh, my children. I don't have children. I have a child.
I think that's a dream right there.
Prophetic.
Yeah. I need a boy. Of course, yeah.
Why not?
A boy.
Yeah, why not?
But with the right partner.
With the right
course,
person.
yeah.
Absolutely, definitely. So important.
Yeah.
And do you have fears around getting married because you've done it before and for reasons that were inevitable, it didn't work? Does that make it harder to want to settle in a relationship again
I don't think so. I would like to get married again, definitely.
Okay, you would, okay.
And with the right person.
Yeah, for sure.
Someone that when you look at it gives you chills. I'm like, ooh.
You know,
Okay.
yeah. I was telling Lillian earlier that when I watched a couple of your videos, and even Okahaha, you know, I like the way you incorporated Kikuyu into that. So at first when I started watching it, I was like, this is not a Kikuyu song. Until I got to the chorus, and then I had, this is where in my head I was like, okay, our guest is a hopeless romantic. So already when you say you want somebody who gives you goosebumps.
If they still exist, I don't know if they're still there.
I don't know. But will that person come to you? You know, give them goosebumps.
I want to be, yes. It has to be, it has to be,
Yeah. Wow. Is it, what's the nature of a relationship with an artist? Because you do a lot of performances, you've got fans, and you almost have to show up all the time. Like, you have, like even going to the shop, for an artist, it's standing up, you know?
Yes.
How is it like, how does it impact the relationships that you have?
Well, it depends on who you're dating at the end of the day. If the person is way out of your industry, then they will never understand. That's why it's always good to date someone who understands what you do. Like, it has to be someone in the industry, like someone who, I don't know, I'm just saying out of my own experience.
Experience, for sure.
Yeah. So someone who can understand, okay, you're going for a show, you'll be performing, or you're going to be out the whole night.
You like lots of photos.
Thank you.
I mean, it's showbiz.
It's showbiz at the end of the day.
To show off, you know?
TikTok videos on the go.
You have to keep up with the game, you know?
Oh my.
So I think it's better if you get someone who can relate to what you do.
What you do. But of course, everything in God's hands, you know. Sometimes you get something unexpected. But that sounds a lot like the advice that Chris Hart was giving us. You remember when he was saying that
similarities.
It's better when you have
exactly, because if you have a spouse who is not in the music or entertainment industry, they won't understand the hours you're putting in, especially because most of the times at night.
The nighttime shows.
The nighttime shows. The way you need to dress, and you know, for women, sex appeal sells a lot more than anything, and so you find that you do have to reveal quite a bit.
A little, you know.
You do.
A little. You have to tease.
You have to.
And it's only on doing it for TV, not like in real life.
Yes.
You know.
And so long as that's clear to him and he's not insecure, then it can work.
And another thing I've also seen, I don't know if you've seen this, when you never push away fans, no matter how inappropriate they are. You just never push. So you know, some guys will be like, "Why didn't you
let that happen?
Tell him to back off." You know, but for you,
too close.
Like even in the DM, you know, those people who DM you, you don't really care, and you can't push them off. Have you ever had such a struggle in your dating life or with someone who was interested in you? Yeah, stalkers.
I've had quite a lot of stalkers. It's not fun.
How do you deal with that though?
I just block.
Yeah, you block.
Oh no, chapa block.
Actually, blocking makes life so much easier.
So much
to be honest. And you see, if it's just online, it's easy. But have you had one in real life? One who follows you, like, it's a bit creepy.
No, I've never had that.
Okay, that's good.
Not in real life.
I think it's
not yet.
Not yet. Maybe in.
Not that may it not happen.
Not yet.
Yeah. And how do you charge? What are your rates like for when you're going for like that Kikwetu festival or you know how? Because I know sometimes people will be like, oh, we're gonna give you exposure.
You mean they don't want to pay?
Yeah, they don't want to pay.
That thing of exposure.
Exposure, yeah.
It affects artists a lot.
It does, it does. How do you handle that thing of people not paying you or wanting you to work for them for free? Yeah. It's a tough one.
Tricky. It happens a lot or it doesn't?
Well, it happens. It happens. It does.
Still trying to figure out the way.
No, we haven't. See, I just moved back home. So I'm still trying to push my music So when I get to that point whereby now it's crunch time, we have your song is out there, you're needed to perform in different shows, then we can deal with that. But for now, I cannot.
Yeah,
you know.
You can't.
For now, I can't.
For now, exposure is a thing.
Yeah.
And which that you appreciate, right?
Yes.
That's what I'm hearing, because I think you're only able to charge a certain premium limit when you are a certain kind of person.
Yes.
And to get there, you need a lot of exposure. And so I'm happy that you are a business person, because already you can see that for you it's not a big deal in terms of you're willing to get that because you know it's valuable.
Yeah.
So I like that. And even the fact that you're doing cosmetics, all those things all just add up to you.
Yeah.
And being able to take care of your daughter.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, she comes first. Everything else follows.
Co-parenting, before we wrap up. How's that going?
Beautiful.
Wow, I'm so happy to look at the smile on her face.
Imagine.
Stress is like beautiful, which means that the breakup actually worked to your advantage.
Not to my advantage,
both
to both of us.
In a nutshell, without overthinking. How is that? You know.
No, the good thing is we have a structure whereby if it's time for her to go see the dad, I take her.
Into Nigeria or
whichever part of Africa or the world. The dad wants her to be. So we take her, or if it is like we how do I say it? You've confused me.
It's okay. Either way, I'm happy that co-parenting
is
working.
We are good. Like we're good. I wouldn't ask for more. Like we are fine.
Sounds like he's a responsible dad
he
as well.
He is. That one I give him 9 out of 10.
It can't
I take 10.
You take the.
Because at the end of the day, I'm the one who's taking care of.
Nothing beats being the main person who takes care of someone. But that's amazing. Isn't it a bit rare to hear someone saying that co-parenting is beautiful? Like, that's way up there.
And you know what? Let's open up that space. Co-parenting can work. It can bring a smile to your face. So guys, it doesn't have to be murky. It can actually work, and because you're all concerned about the interests of the children, it can actually work. But you do need a high level of maturity to get there, and understanding, and you know. Did you go to therapy after your breakup, or you're just able to heal by yourself?
Oh, I had mothers around me.
So you did get informal kind of.
Because this happened immediately after I lost my mom. So it was it was too much for me. So I had to go to my mom's friends for guidance, and they would help me out, you know. So I have quite a lot of mothers out there.
Wow. You know? And that helps. It helps to make it easier, the journey easier for you if you open up and you find that people have gone through similar experiences, learned a lot, and they're willing to share their experiences with you. And even you are here sharing their experience. You know?
It was a bit tough. It was a bit tough. It was not a bit. It was very tough in the beginning, but we thank God.
Yeah, the heartbreak, relocation, loss of mom. Hey, that's a lot. It was pouring. It was pouring, but you handled it very well.
Like a soldier.
Like a soldier. I'm telling you, Viva Women. She's the perfect guest for this show. You're pursuing your dream, you're pursuing your business, you're taking care of your child, you're co-parenting, everything. And
at the same time, you're facing challenges. As you're doing all these things, you're facing challenges and you're overcoming them. So that's giving you a strong heart, making you a strong woman. And yet a beautiful and feminine woman. You know, strength doesn't always mean toughness.
No.
What do you think you've done? You've done very well as we wind up in terms of co-parenting.
Just being the supporting mom to my daughter. Sometimes maybe she wants to talk to the dad, and the dad cannot be reached, or he's busy at work, or maybe he's something. It can be. And then she would come to me and say, why is daddy not answering my calls, or why is daddy not doing this? So that's when now I go and I start making the calls, you know, sometimes even call the wife.
Wow.
Until she goes, please tell him to talk to the daughter.
Wow.
You know, and then It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I've been busy, blah, 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 you know. And then if I see her down, I always know who to call. I always text him, I tell him, hey, talk to her.
Wow.
She stood out.
You actually have a relationship with a wife?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of maturity, a lot of possibilities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I see as well.
Yeah. That's good.
That when you see that your daughter is down, you know that she wants to talk to the dad, and it doesn't
maybe
bother you.
She would just say
oh, it doesn't bother you,
know,
thinking that why am I not enough?
Yeah.
No,
like why
it
doesn't? She needs both. She needs both. And understanding that.
Yeah.
You know, and not taking it badly.
Don't ever deny her rights.
Wow. Look at that.
Never.
I love that. Big up, girl.
Big up yourself.
Never.
Wow. So where can people find you, book you for concerts and stuff like that?
At Kelma Shiko on my social media, all my social media, on Twitter, on Facebook, on IG, and every other platform is at Kelma Shiko. Kelmah Shiko.
Shiko.
Shiko, girl. Woo! Yes. Boom, shakalaka.
How was COVID for you? Was it terrible? Because you're an artist?
Wow,
and
it
we're
was.
out there, and now we're all at home.
Hey, it was tough.
It was
tough. But I thank God I was at home with my family.
Yeah,
and we were bonding. We became closer and closer and closer.
Yeah.
And got to know a lot about each other that we didn't even know. I didn't know about. You know, so it was okay, but it was very scary for me and my child. It was scary for all of us because one day you see about you read about this in the papers or in the news and you're like, okay, so what's going to happen? It's like you're anticipating something. You know, it was.
But I like the fact that we are saying was.
I know, I'm even thinking, we're still in it, but it's like we've gotten...
no, it's because we've gotten a little freedom. That's why, like, things are getting back to normal. That's why I'm saying now when it was like a total.
I know. I mean, the real COVID was when it hit us. And we didn't know, what is this? What's going to happen? Are we going to die, you know?
Yeah. I never used to allow people to my house because I'm like, hey, you're bringing corona, so
I know that.
Before anyone comes, you spray everyone.
I know.
Go sanitize, wash your hands.
It was so scary. It was so scary. Okay, give us your parting shot. I think it would be to just artists out there and women out there who are just really in that journey of trying to make things work, you know, family, business, music, all those things. Give them something.
Well, all I would say, like, sometimes it gets really tough on us women because you find yourself being the provider of your household and not having help, yeah? So at the end of the day, you have to do it by yourself. So what I would say is keep on representing and being you and never stop, never quit. Because we are stronger than we think we are.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, very deep.
Yeah.
Keep on keeping on. We are strong. We're strong. The strength is
strong.
in us. I'll give mine and then over to you. So what has really struck me today is Shiko's vibes. Yani positive vibes all the way. Always. Wow. So my parting shot is just keep it positive, positive vibes always. Keep on keeping on, never give up. Exactly what you said. Umeni bamba. See you guys from me and Anne.
Yeah. See you. Thank you so much for joining us. And Shiko, I'm also so super impressed by you. I mean, it's been such a pleasure. You're so easy to be around. And then you're so open. You're an open book. And through your experiences, I've learned so much. So I wish you all the best.
I hope.
And may this year be super amazing. May your music be appreciated. And may you continue to perform for us. And we're here for you to celebrate you, girl.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.